The latest clashes in Libya are focused around the capital Tripoli and control for the country's international airport. It was amid the fighting that a huge oil depot caught fire, and the government warned it could spark a humanitarian international disaster. Yesterday, a convoy of British diplomats being taken to Tunisia was ambushed by gunmen between Tripoli and Zawiya. They all survived the attack. The battle for the airport began 2 weeks ago between rival Islamist militias from the western towns of Misrata and Zintan. The Zintanis hold the airport, but it's been bombarded by missile attacks from the Misrata brigade. Many surrounding homes have been destroyed in the crossfire. And there have also been battles in the east. More than 50 have been killed as militants are attacked in Benghazi. The man who launched that offensive is General Khalifa Haftar, head of the so-called Libyan National Army. So how has Libya descended into chaos following Western intervention 3 years ago? Mutual backpats for David Cameron and French President Nicolas Sarkozy. This was Western interventionist policy at its best. Remove dictators, install democracy. That was back in 2011. This is the reality in 2014. Muammar Gaddafi's removal created a power vacuum that has led the country to the brink of civil war. Hundreds of armed militia fight for scraps of territory, split along religious, political and tribal lines. Once united in a hatred of Gaddafi, united now only by a lust for power.
They thought it was going to be a cakewalk for the aftermath of the intervention, and that, people will just become all of a sudden very democratic. Gaddafi made sure that there was no one very powerful, that the system wouldn't work without a strong man, and we didn't read that well.
Embassies attacked, including this assault on the US consulate in Benghazi in 2012, and 5 governments since 2011. The West is being urged to return. Many would argue it has a responsibility to clear up the mess it helped to create. So where are we now? Well, the US has evacuated its embassy in Tripoli. Diplomats travelled by road to Tunisia, escorted by jets. The UN support mission in Libya and the Red Cross have also withdrawn staff. And following the attack on those diplomats, the Foreign Office has urged British nationals to leave Libya.